Coach's Corner inside the Musketeers locker room. Muskies have two big weekend games against Waterloo and Green Bay. But Coach, let's first recap what happened over the weekend. Friday against Chicago, really good outing, especially in that first period. Really jumped on them early. We talked about the special teams leading into the week. They were solid, and Scott was really good on Friday.
Yeah, I think our ability to get off to a good start there with our special team scoring early, capitalize on a 5-3 right away was a big part. At the same time, we were able to continue to pour it on, and to get a 3-0 lead is it's been the biggest probably first period margin we've had all year. So for our guys, I thought Scoffer did a very good job as far as staying in the game, and our second period it dwelled a little bit. But we probably played to the scoreboard a little bit, and then at the same time, I was very happy with our third, the way we came out and capitalized on the situation, took care of business.
Yeah, you talk about in the second period, the intermission, about maybe this team hadn't played with a lead in a while. What did you see from the guys that maybe led you to believe something like that?
Well, I think when you see guys do individual things, we didn't have to stay on the same page. We already had a lead. So just trying to maintain that focus. And I think when you get a group that does that, more gets accomplished, whether they like it or not. That's just the bottom line. If you do things individually, it becomes a struggle.
And it leads into Saturday, and it was a really hard-fought contest against these guys. It seems to go down to the wire every time. 4 of the 5 games have just been very close games going into that third period, and just this team is so close to pushing over the line, and it's a combination maybe of puck luck and then just guys maybe not winning those close games. But Marshall gets that key goal, and just what did you see in when the game was tight in the third period?
I thought that us getting the lead, I thought an early 3-on-5 kill was big. I thought we maintained presence throughout the game. The third period, they made a simple play. Marshall did a great job. We got laterally across the blue line, got a quick shot off. Our defenseman actually got beat out of the corner. Instead of boxing someone out, he tried to shot block at the same time. Caught a jersey, went in, and so the puck luck thing is it's a phrase, but it's not an excuse by any means. So we got to continue to work on that part. And if you don't want puck luck to be a part of what happens, then take care of your business when you have it in hand. And right now, that's where we're at. Omaha, I think, has got a very gifted team. I think they've got depth, and we play against each other very, very hard. So that rivalry was set out in probably game 1, game 2 of the year, and has continued through the whole season.
Yeah, and I saw a stat. Omaha, Cedar Rapids, and Green Bay, 3 of the better teams in the league, are 23-3-4 when tied after 2. It's just seemed maybe if there's one thing that's missing right now during this little losing streak, it's just guys finishing games. Because when you're 2-6-1 in your last 9, and it's been a 1-goal game in the third period during all 9 of those games. So it's just a bounce here, bounce there. One little play here, a big save there. It's just the guys are so close right now. That's what it seems like anyway.
It's a good feeling that we are that close. It's a poor feeling, the fact that we've let some things slip away. Those are points in hand that you got to take care of, or at least maintain. And at the same time, the mentality of a team has got to change when you play with a lead or when you play it even. It's got to take some risk out, but it's got to maintain a level of energy that still puts the other team on their heels. So we got to find that balance, continue to stride forward with that part. And I think there's a lot of hockey left to do so.
I thought your defense in the 2 games were excellent. Velicek was a plus player. Schmaltz won Defensive Player of the Week. Donlan got his first point, and just seems like they're doing a great job in all 3 zones, and especially pushing the play up to the forwards. And I really thought all 6D really played really solid over the weekend.
It's been a constant. We've been after the guys about getting pucks up in the forwards' hands sooner. We've been talking about getting north pucks. I think every D's got that ability to go north and south, but they love to go east and west. They love to use each other, but it bogs a lot of things down. So emphasis there has been going north, and at the same time, I've liked the fact that we've joined plays. We've jumped up. We've cut pucks in. We've been a part of offense that in second waves that we hadn't been earlier, and all those guys, every one of our D can skate very well, and we're going to get better because Hasketh's getting closer to being healthy, and that's going to be another element for us as well.
And it's just, we talked about that streak where you gave up a lot of goals, and it seemed like when Velicek first came and Schmaltz earlier in the year, they're really doing a good job of joining the play and showing their instincts. Maybe, when you guys were losing a little bit, these guys maybe worry about their own end a little more and don't worry about, taking care of their own end before they jump in the play. Now it looks like they're really confident in both ends of the ring.
I would say so. I think, it's weird. I think any sport, but hockey especially, it's a team game. But there's so many individual elements inside that team, and in the confidence part, in a team as far as like keeping a puck in, like is it a risk or is it a play we need to make, or being the second layer on an attack. guys got to be confident that they're doing the right thing, and the other guys will cover up and back each other up. So when we are active and we've got a decor that's getting involved, our game definitely goes up. We need more goals out of our defense. We need more points out of our defensemen. We need more shots in general out of our defensemen.
And we talked about Matt Scoff. The defense was obviously very good in front of him. Only gave up 44 shots in the 2 games. But Scoffer, I thought, had his best weekend in a while. I thought he was very solid.
Yeah, it was very nice to see. I thought he competed every minute of every period. I mean, the goals were traffic. The goals, most likely in every game, every situation, every league right now, are traffic goals. Rarely does someone get beat, you know. So I was very happy with Matt's effort that way, and I continue to look forward to that, because he needs to be a leader back there for us. And he's going to have to win a tight game for us. We're going to have to be a 2-2 in the third, or a 1-1 in the third, or a 0-0 in the third, that he makes the next key save that gets us a break and a breather to go out and score some goals. So that'll be a point of emphasis for sure. And you know, now we've got a new addition up front too that we hopefully will add to our offense as well.
Right, and we head back on the road. Seems like we've been on the road a lot the last month, but Waterloo, a team you're very familiar with, and Coach Hanley, a coach you're very familiar with, and then nice homecoming for the guys in Green Bay, and you and Coach Paulson. So be another road trip out east, and what are you looking for in both games?
Well, you know, I think Waterloo is they're a dangerous team. I think there's a lot there that hasn't been tapped. You know, I think they went through some woes there that maybe were a goaltender of an injury or a guy out of a lineup. So I think they've got a group there that can win, and I definitely believe in Coach as a solid man and a great coach. So he'll have his group ready to go, and that's for sure. They play an Olympic rink. That'll be a different feel for us as far as space and the timing, and do some things that way. And then off to Green Bay, and Green Bay's obviously got a very talented team there in the East. You know, when we were gone at the World Challenges when they were out here last, and we're looking forward to get out there. Like you say, it's a homecoming. You got to figure McCormick's there. Poppy's 20 miles down the road. The guys from Milwaukee are a couple hours. I mean, there's Madison guys. So we've got quite a few fans, and I know it'll be good to see my boy at Talk Game as well.
Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it. Go Pack.
That's Musketeers head coach Luke Strand, and come back to the Coach's Corner only on MusketeersHockey.com.